I really just believe in supporting women and change makers and visionaries and people who want to build communities and just do incredible things. And sometimes you really just need a little bit of help. You just need a chance. Like you just need $1,000 and a plan, and you could really just make things shake. Hello, my name is Olivia. I am the founder here at Lavi Rèv, a place where strategy meets execution, and we help companies, individuals like you, make their wildest dreams a reality. Today, I'm going to be sharing what it takes to have a strong application for the Lavi Rèv Dream Grant. Applications will be coming out soon, so I wanted to just share with you what makes a strong application so you have the best chances of winning the $1,000 grant. So what is the Dream Grant? Why do I do this every year? Why do I make such a big deal out of this? So I founded the Lavi Rèv Dream Grant back in 2022 when I first launched the company because I wanted to invest in the dreams of Black and Brown women. I have lived and worked around the world. I've had a really traditional career in banking and finance, and I did not see and do not see a lot of women who look like me, who dream big like me, who are ambitious, and I don't always see them getting just poured into in the way that I think that they should, at least not by the financial services industry. So I really wanted to change that, and I really wanted to be really intentional about just pouring back into women, women and people who are doing incredible things. So that was the intention behind starting the Lavi Rèv Dream Grant, and it really has grown into something where we actively invest in the dreams of women around the world. And it is just so inspiring every year to read your applications, to hear your stories, and it is my favorite part of this work. I really just believe in supporting women and change makers and visionaries and people who want to build communities and just do incredible things. And sometimes you really just need a little bit of help. You just need a chance. Like you just need $1,000 and a plan, and you could really just make things shake. I truly believe that. That's been true for me, and I want to be able to do that for more women around the world. When I first moved to Paris, it was like you would have thought I was running away to join the circus. The reaction that I got, it was not well received. I was told that I was ruining my life, throwing my career away. I didn't speak French at the time, so it was just like, what are you doing? But I was so clear about what my life could be, and I was like, no, like I just need to get there. Like I just need to like get a job, get there, figure it out, and I know it'll work out. Like I had that much just faith um, in myself and God, and like I just knew like, okay, I can make this happen, and I did. And it's so funny every year. It's been almost a decade now, and I'm like, wow, okay, I really did that. But you just need a plan, and during that time, if I could have had $1,000, wow, it would have changed the game. And I love that I now have the opportunity to pour into other women in that way. So that is the intention and story behind Lavi Rèv and what inspired me to want to do this and make this just a part of my business model. So what makes a strong application? So first and foremost, be really clear about your dream. What is it? Why does it matter? How will this impact you, your community, those around you? Just be super crystal clear about what it is that you want to do. It doesn't have to be big. It could be as simple as you need a sewing machine because you really want to start making your designs. It doesn't have to be, I need $1 million in seed funding so I can, take over the world. Like start like with literally what is step one? What's the first thing that you need to make your dream a reality? Be crystal clear about what that is. Second thing, and this definitely leads into just clarity, it's just being authentic. It does not have to be perfect. You do not have to have it all figured out. I want you to know I did not have it all figured out when I left New York and moved to Paris and just was like, I'll just make it work. You don't have to be super crystal clear about every single little aspect or detail, but you do have to be authentic and real and passionate about what you're doing and care. If you lack vision, it's hard to like know which direction you want to go, but if you're super clear about what it is that you want to do and you're like, no, I'm really passionate about this, no, I'm really intentional about this, that will definitely help your application to stand out. Next would be having like an action-oriented plan. I think it's absolutely amazing to have a dreams and be a visionary and want to do all these incredible things, but how are you going to actually bring it down to earth and make it real? And another part of when you win the Dream Grant, besides just getting the $1,000, you do get strategy sessions with me, and I found that can be really helpful to talk to somebody who has to that does strategy for a career as for a living. It can be really helpful to think about your dream and your vision in a strategic way. But I want to see that you've thought about the plan and the steps that you want to take to make your dream happen. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be, fully, complete. but I want to see that you're taking steps to make it happen yourself, and that you're starting, and you kind of see like, okay, I need to go here and go here. Maybe you don't know what the next 100 steps will be, but you've worked on the first two. um, yeah, so action oriented towards your vision. Last but not least, it's just aligning with the Lavi Rèv mission and goals and the vision that we have of wanting to see Black and brown women thrive, wanting to see um, anyone who identifies as women thrive and have a chance to make their dreams a reality. I'm really inspired by people who are creative, going for it, ambitious, community building, just think beyond themselves. That's something that is really, really important. So definitely look at the Lavi Rèv website, read our newsletter, just get immersed in the Lavi Rèv world to learn more about the things that are important over here. But that's definitely something I look for as well. Some common mistakes that I would say to avoid when you are submitting your application. I would say don't be too vague or just like overly broad in your dream. You know, saying I want to be a world famous singer, I think that is absolutely amazing, but that's entirely too broad for what we're trying to do over here. So try to be as specific and intentional about what it is that you want, and don't be too vague. It does need to be concrete. It does need to be something specific and actionable in order to be to really stand out. Next, I would say like not having any clear like plans or actions or steps or things that you've done. Just making sure that there is a clear next step and a clear plan about where it is that you want to go and what you're doing. It definitely makes it a lot easier if you kind of have a rough idea of where it is that you want to go. So I would say avoid not having any plan or any steps or not having anything really thought out. Next, I would say do not write what you think I want to hear. Please write from your heart, be genuine, be intentional. Obviously, part of the application process, it's not just, you know, your application. The second round is interviews with me, so I will be talking to you, vetting you, and your words need to align with your actions. And so yeah, don't write what you think I would want to hear. Write from your heart, be genuine about what it is that you want to make happen. And then last, I would just say not following the application instructions. Like, be sure to fill out every question. If something says required, don't leave it blank. Incomplete applications won't be considered. Also, I know this is something that we experienced our first year, but we are only accepting applications in English and French right now, just because those are the languages that I speak. Hopefully I can, you know, expand the team one day to hopefully accept more languages, but right now it is just in English and French. So make sure you read all of the instructions for how to apply, just so your application actually gets looked at. So what happens after you win? So you apply, you interview, you get the money. Awesome, yay. So you get a $1,000 grant to go towards your project, and you get to set up a strategy session with me, so we can kind of lay out a strategic plan of, okay, how are you going to make this vision come to life? I found that it's really helpful because a lot of the people that I've worked with say it's so helpful to see kind of like their vision on a page, kind of like just to see it in front of you laid out step by step can be so powerful. So that's like the first part is obviously you get the funding, but you also get the planning and the support from me to help to really bring it to life. And then you just get to be a part of the Lavi Rèv community. I love keeping up with our past recipients. I love just checking in on them, seeing how they're doing. You have me as part of your community, and I think that that's something that's also really important. Like, it's important to network and know other women who are doing amazing things. So you'll be a part of the Lavi Rèv family and the community that I'm building over here. So previous winners have been an animation studio in Nairobi, Kenya, which is Nadia, which is absolutely incredible. I love her work. Also, we've had a PhD student in Côte d'Ivoire who wanted to practice her English, and she's done that. We've had poets, we've had students like going off to college. So it's a wide variety of recipients, and I absolutely love the work that they're doing. So yeah, if you made it to the end of this video and you're dreaming big and you're ambitious and you have something that you want to do, then this grant is for you. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to start, and this is truly a step in the right direction. Wanting to apply, to put yourself out there, it is so just brave and inspiring to even want to take that first step. So I'm proud of you, regardless of if you decide to apply or not, but thank you for even just considering it. And yeah, I'm so excited to talk to you all, to read your applications, to hear more about the incredible things that you're doing. Yeah, and I can't wait to meet you all. If you want to learn more about Lavi Rèv, keep up with us, keep up with when the scholarship launches and everything, subscribe to the Substack. I will leave links to everything in the description. Subscribe to the Substack, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, look at the website, and yeah, stay tuned. I'm so excited for all the incredible things we have planned this year. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bisous.